Good morning, guys. This is Rusty. On a cold morning here in Central Texas, not that cold, about 45, but the high today is supposed to be around 60. Just out for a drive, just burning a little daylight here. And what I want to touch on is the Toyota Prius idea that I came up with. And right now I guess you'd say I'm in a holding pattern because they don't have any in my area. I mean, there's probably some in New Jersey, but I would rather. I was thinking about. I want to get a 2023 Toyota Prius, the base model. You know what I mean? Not a C, D, or Q, but just the base, first level Prius with the 1.8 liter engine and not electric charge or whatever. Just the base model. And the 2023 Toyota Prius, for those of you who are interested in Priuses, is going to be a pretty big change. They've redesigned it somewhat. It looks to me better based on what I've seen. You'll be able to see it better the day this video is posted, because I'll post this video on Thursday, and they will have already had the introduction in California at an auto show. So you'll be able to get all the specs on the 2023 Toyota Prius. It looks like the base model is going to get over 60 miles per gallon, and that's excellent. And as far as any other, they've changed the look from the side, a little bit, and the front and the back. So, and hopefully they've got a better screen on the inside for all your, the stuff you need to know. Because the one they had, I've had two Priuses. There were older models, but the little screen was the glare. You couldn't see it hardly anyway. So, but hopefully they've overcome that. And it looks like the 2023 Prius is going to be a pretty popular automobile, really. And the price, they're going to try to. It'll come out. The base will probably be somewhere around 27. But by the time you get it to the dealer and the crap they'll add and stuff, it'd probably be in the low 30s for the base model, which is still okay. Getting one is going to be the trick, because they probably won't start shipping them to the U.S. until early 2023, and then you'll have to get on a waiting list, which would be who knows how many months to get one. But will I get on the list? I might. Right now I've got a 2022 Chevy Bolt 2LT all electric, and I'm in it right now, and I really like it. I mean, I have no problems with all electric vehicles. I've only had this one a couple of months, but I was thinking that if I decided to take some longer trips from where I am in Texas, Bracketville, Texas, Fort Clark Springs, it's a long way to anywhere where there's chargers, okay? And so it might behoove me to make a transition to a hybrid, and it will be a Prius, and that's all. You don't need to tell me about other cars, the Kia Niro and all that other stuff. They're all good, they're all great, but I've had Priuses before. Toyota makes a good automobile, and there's Toyota dealerships all over the U.S., as you know, and so that's the way that goes. And that's why I got this Chevy Bolt, is because there's Chevrolet dealerships all over the United States, and if I had a issue of any kind, it's under warranty, I go get it fixed. So that's the way it would be with the Prius also. As far as camping in the Prius, I don't know, man. That's probably more of a dream than reality, because I was 72 in that range, and I was camping in a Prius. I did that off and on for about 5 years, and stayed in the Toyota Prius that I had then several days, months, actually on the road. And it was okay. It's just that rolling in and out of that bed that I rigged up for an older guy was not all that fun. However, sleeping on the bed was great, and the hybrid makes it perfect in that you can run the heat and cooling as needed. You set the temperature in the car at 74 or whatever you want it to be, and you're good to go. You can go to sleep, and every now and then the engine will cut on, charge the battery, and cut off. The Toyota Prius is the world's greatest a battery charger. You know what I mean? No, it's the best generator charger. You know, and it doesn't use hardly any fuel overnight. Say a 10-hour night, say from reading a book till going to sleep till getting up and fixing some breakfast or whatever, 10 hours using the battery every day, and probably use a quarter of a gallon of gas, you know, virtually nothing. And so the cost is not bad. But as far as me doing it now, I doubt it. But I will take a hard look at the 2023 Prius, because it is the 5th generation, and I had the 2nd generation and the 3rd generation, and now they've got the 5th, and I was very happy with the Prius, extremely. And you can tow it behind an RV. You know, the front wheels have to be off the ground, of course, because it's front wheel drive. They are going to make an all-wheel drive model, but I don't want that. I don't need it. I'm not in an area where there's snow and stuff like that. But the only issue I might have, maybe, and I'm not sure this is even a consideration, but I'll throw it out there, is getting it on the tow dolly, because they're so low to the ground. You know, this thing has about, this Chevy Bolt, I think, has about 5.8 inches of ground clearance, and the Toyota Prius, based on what I can find out, I don't know what the new one's going to be, it's about 5.5 inches to 5.3 to 5. So that little, doesn't sound like much difference, but I have to be able to get it on the tow dolly without, well, you know, if I have to put some boards down to help it get on there, that's fine, as long as it's not a big deal, you know, like a major problem. But we'll check all that out. We'll check it out. I'll measure it, all that crap, or get the measurements. So, but yeah, would I tow it behind my RV? Sure. Hell yeah. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You just put it, what you do, you put it on the tow dolly, you put it in park, and you put the emergency brake on until you get all the belts, all the tie downs done, and then when you get through that, you take the emergency brake off, and it may even take it out of park. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. I looked at the owner's manual for Prius, and the only thing it says, you can't tow it all 4 wheels down. Well, I know that. I can't even tow this car all 4 wheels down. So, but yeah, we're just cruising here, and I'm thinking out loud. But yeah, as far as the life being adventure, you know, and going to, taking trips and staying in motels and stuff, that sounds great. All those ideas to me sound great until I get down to the computer and start trying to make a reservation somewhere, and either run into the fact that there's nothing available the time I want to be there, or 2, it's so damn expensive I don't want to be there, because a motel room for one night, you know, $100 is not high. You know, that's about average, I think. You know, you might be able to find some cheaper ones where you sleep with the bed bugs and the roaches, but I mean, if you want a decent spot, and I would take, my plan was to take a little cooler and take my own bedding, you know, my own pillows and blankets and stuff, so I wouldn't even use what they had at the hotel. But again, that's just thinking, you know. And then also I thought about staying by the week or month at cabins at RV parks or campgrounds that have, you know, a good setup. And I'm still thinking about that, because it's just something to do. Okay, I mean, I got a motorhome, a Class C motorhome, and people want to know, well, hell, why don't you just use it? And that's a good question. That's a valid argument. But for me, I just want to throw in a little variety and go do something. And when will I go? I don't know. I'm very contented right now. Of course, one of the reasons I'm contented now is I'm getting older, and you know, your get up and go, it doesn't get up, it ain't got up and gone, but it's taking a nap. Okay, I mean, you know, I'm contented right now, just taking these little drives out here around Bracketville on these roads where there's very little, if any, traffic. And yeah, this to me is very enjoyable. See, to most people, you know, they may be bored to death doing something like this, but hell, I can do, you know, a 50-mile round trip for $1.50. You know what I mean? Because it costs me 3 cents a mile, or right at that, to travel in this electric car. You know, the range showing right now 262 miles. The way I drive, my driving habits allow me to get well, 310 miles range in this Chevy Bolt. Yeah, you look at a deal on your screen, it's called impacts, and you know, sometimes my technique adds over 50 or 80 miles to the range, and you know, it gives you technique, terrain, climate, and then outside temperature, and it shows the outside temperature is affecting my range by a negative 1.6 miles, and the climate, that's all the heat and stuff on the inside of the car, is minus 1.1, and it shows terrain minus 1.9, and I guess it's because of these little rolling hills. I don't know, it's not much to me, but yeah. So as far as the Prius camping, I don't know, and somebody said, well, you know, why don't you just use the Bolt? It's not really set up right. In other words, when you fold the back seat down on the passenger side down, it's not flat. I mean, it's flat down, but it doesn't make a flat space. There's about a 4 or 5 inch lip that you'd have to overcome. And but again, I'm just cruising, guys, thinking out loud, and getting a good old video done here for probably Wednesday. Yeah. But you know, keep your mind open to adventurous things to do. It doesn't have to be much. You know, you don't have to go hang gliding off of Mount Everest. You know, you don't have to do that, or you know, you don't have to go race cars or whatever you want to do. Yeah, unless you're Hellcat Granny or whatever her name is. Yeah, she races them, and but yeah, just simple things like this right here to me is, and I said earlier, is just a nice drive. You know, it's very pleasant, and I get to be out and about, and I don't have to fight traffic. Is that good? Hell yeah, all that's good. And then when I come to this intersection right up here, I will have gone exactly 20 miles. Yeah. Is that good? Sure. It's just a nice cruise, man. And as far as safety out here, you ain't got any problem. You know, there's Border Patrol, DPS, everything out around here. So, yeah, with that in mind, guys, we will come up here to this stop sign. I'll end the video. Yeah, this is the intersection of whatever this road is in 277. If you go to the right, it's like 16 miles to Del Rio, Texas. If you go to the left, it's like 35 miles to Eagle Pass, Texas. And they have all the shopping and stuff you need. So we're just going to make a little loop around here. Go where this gravel is here. Texas Department of Transportation stuff here. There's the sun coming on around here, and I'll end the video. But anyway, guys, from Southwest Texas, well, this is Highway 693. Okay, we just turned off of Highway 693. But having said that, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime. Use the Amazon link if you choose to. It helps a little bit. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Woo, that's important. Yep, do that thing. You'll never regret it. Enjoy your life, guys. Adios, bye-bye.